Be alert, fellow digital Stoics. You have discovered a priceless find. And no, I'm not referring to the newest meme or video to go popular. You, my friend, are at the correct spot if you've ever found yourself browsing through social media, moaning about the stresses of the modern world, wondering why you can't just let things go, or just wishing you could care less about anything. You see, long before the problems we face today, a group of wise men known as the Stoics lived by moral precepts that, dare I say it, can teach us how to become experts at not caring too much. Isn't it ironic that age-old knowledge can direct our smartphone-obsessed, coffee-fueled lives? In the following few minutes, you will learn 10 Stoic concepts that are both straightforward and incredibly revolutionary. Refreshing principles that may be the perfect remedy for the craziness of modern life. And hey, hit that notification bell and subscribe if you want to be the first to find more gems of knowledge like these. What could possibly go wrong? You get more knowledgeable? I'll even go so far as to dare you to take that action. Welcome to the fascinating realm of Stoicism, where the ancient and the modern collide, and we learn the skill of being composed while moving forward. Shall we begin now? 1. Release what's outside and control what's inside. Imagine that it is a wet Tuesday morning. Your cat knocks over the wonderful cup of tea you've just made as you go to take a sip. In the past, you may have been angry, accused Whiskers or the world of being against you. That being said, consider this somber reflection. We suffer more in imagination than in reality, as the renowned Seneca once stated. In actuality, mischievous kittens happen, tea spills, and things happen. What do we have control over? Our responses. We can choose to laugh it off and make another cup of tea rather than allowing our mind to construct a bleak picture of the day ahead. The world will continue to throw us curveballs, but we alone own the power to respond to them. So the next time your pizza arrives cold or your Wi-Fi acts up during that important Zoom call, take a big breath. Our perception of the cold pizza is what unsettles us, not the pizza itself. 2. Accept the time that is here. Do not let the future disturb you, for if you nurture your present, you will arrive there, was a famous quote from Marcus Aurelius. We have notifications that come in every second in the 21st century, and our minds are moving quicker than our internet connections. But what do we often overlook? The present. Do you recall those times when you were preoccupied with tomorrow's tasks while taking a stroll in the park? Or those family meals when your mind would wander to regrets from the past? We learn from the Stoics that every single day is a gift, even right now. So why waste it fretting over the past or the future? It takes more than just paying attention to be present. It also means living fully, enjoying your food, spending time with friends, and feeling the breeze on your face. Give up the regrets of past and the fears of tomorrow. Our happiness is defined by the small moments that are interwoven into the larger picture of life. 3. Recognize change as a natural part of life. Have you ever observed how easily the seasons shift? The frost of winter melts to reveal the beauty of spring. However, we resist when faced with life's changes, such as a move, a breakup, or a change in jobs. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. As Epictetus sagely stated, life is as fluid and ever-changing as the River Thames. It is hard to fight against the current. Liberation lies in embracing it. Evolution is the essence of life. You are a work of art in progress, just as Rome wasn't created in a day. Each alteration, curve, and turn gives your canvas a distinct brushstroke. The next time you encounter an unforeseen detour, keep in mind that it's all a part of the larger plan. 4. Disengage from outside verification. With each like, share, and comment in today's environment, we've developed an addiction to outside approval. Take Epictetus's advice. Though man is worried not so much by real problems as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Is it not odd that we allow little icons on a screen to control how we feel? Stoicism exhorts us to look within for internal approval. Self-worth should be determined by one's own principles, deeds, and character, rather than by influence on the internet. Remember this: the next time your post doesn't receive the anticipated amount of attention, or someone sends you a rude message in private, the world does not vote on your value. You serve as your own jury and judge. 5. Acknowledge the inherent cycles of life. Losing something is difficult, be it a loved one, a treasured memory, or a beloved sweatshirt. However, as Marcus Aurelius once said, change is nature's delight, and loss is nothing else but it. Everything has a season in the enormous ecosystem that is life. Trees lose their leaves and then regrow new ones. In a same vein, life's endings and beginnings teach us and mold us. Stoicism encourages us to recognize the transience of life rather than clinging to the past. It's an exhortation to love truly, live fully, and let go with grace. After all, a sunrise always follows a sunset. 6. Seek to grow through hardship. Who hasn't encountered difficulty? Perhaps it's the terrible boss, the never-ending mountain of bills, or the consistently late metro. It's simple to gripe and wish things were a little more pleasant. Seneca, however, famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Consider obstacles as your soul's unique exercise routine throughout life. When obstacles arise, consider, what's this teaching me, as an alternative to why me. Every hardship has the capacity to teach us something and help us grow. We simply need to adjust our viewpoint. I think Stoics nowadays would say, bring it on. 7. Develop your inner wealth. It's simple to confuse pleasure with material possessions in this day and age of lavish Instagram feeds and continual displays of wealth. Seneca, however, said, "The poor man is not the one who has too little, rather, the poor man is the one who craves more." Real wealth is the contentment of the soul, the richness of experiences, and the treasure of memories, rather than the newest technology or high-end brands. While it's acceptable to appreciate life's little pleasures, one shouldn't let them control them, as the Stoics warn us. Because in the end, what matters most are the tales we've told and not the things we've collected. 8. Recognize and embrace your fate. Now, Epictetus once said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen." This is not to mean that you should accept everything at face value. With all of its complexity, life is a combination of human efforts and the plans of the cosmos. Even with our greatest efforts, things don't always work out as planned. Stoicism, however, encourages us to accept what's on our plate, rather than becoming bogged down by what didn't go as planned. Ultimately, the most riveting narratives frequently originate from the most unforeseen angles. 9. Serve the needs of others. There are countless chances for us to change the world in which we live. Remember, Seneca says, we are all bound together in a partnership. Stoicism aims to elevate the community as much as individual enlightenment. Helping others makes our lives more meaningful as well as better for them. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, helping a neighbor, volunteering, or just being there for a friend, has an impact on the cosmos. Recall that improving others is just as important as living a fulfilling life on your own. 10. Evaluate, reconsider, and adjust. We are rarely afforded moments of quiet in this busy society. However, as Marcus Aurelius observed, the quality of your thoughts determines the happiness of your life. Our soul's mirror is regular reflection. We can recognize our tendencies, realign our roots, and renew our perspectives by taking a moment to introspect. Think of it as your life's regular system update. Think back on what you did, absorb mistakes, and acknowledge little victories. Because self-awareness paves the way for genuine contentment and tranquility. These 10 guidelines focus on building resilience, living in the moment, and leading a meaningful life rather than being cold or uncaring. As we come to an end of our insightful journey through the holy halls of Stoicism, my beautiful virtual friends, I can't help but think about how these ancient ideas seem to fit so nicely into our hectic modern existence. It just proves that some things are always true, isn't that right? I now present to you a cheeky little challenge. Please share which of these Stoic pearls most spoke to you in the comments section below. Did you find solace in the words of Seneca, or did Marcus Aurelius become your newfound confidant? So that we may all learn from one another, let's start this conversation. But hold on, before you throw yourself into the world with your newfound Stoic wisdom, allow me to make a modest request. If you got anything out of today, whether it was a tiny bit of insight or just spending time together, please think about subscribing, giving this video a big thumbs up, and hitting that notification bell. Oh no, not for the purpose of vanity metrics, but rather so we can keep dancing the dance of progress and wisdom exchange. Although life is a trip full of obstacles and surprises, it can also be a joyful adventure if you approach it with the correct attitude and a pinch of Stoicism. Cheers to living life with purpose and abandon and being an expert at letting go. To keep the spirit of Stoicism alive and the fire of curiosity blazing until our next virtual meeting. Salutations!